Hi, it's Throndson here. As many of you know, we work with a lot of investors. That's kind of been our thing for many years. So, of course, we've learned a few things. You know, some of it has been the school of hard knocks, what I call my $1 million tuition, and some of it has been from people far smarter than me who teach me as we go. I'm going to share some of these lessons. The first lesson I'm going to share is it's not all about cash flow. So when you start as an investor, that's what people are going to tell you. They're going to say, how's the cash flow? How's the cash flow? How's the cash flow? Cash flow is important. It needs to be there. If you're an investor in the buy and hold space, you need cash flow. Otherwise, you're not going to be in business very long. But what I can tell you is that's not everything. As an investor, you also want to consider resale. You want to say, yes, this will cash flow, but will I be able to resell it? I'm going to give you an example, and I'll share this in more detail another day, but one of the ugliest houses I've ever bought was a cash machine. It did very well for me until I tried to sell it. And then nobody wanted it because the retail buyer said it's the ugliest house we've ever seen, and therefore it's almost unsellable. So what I made in cash flow, I very quickly lost in terms of resale. And of course, also when you're considering cash flow, you want to ask yourself, what kind of tenant profile do I want? So I'm going to give you another quick example. We had 2 properties, and this is one of my favorites because one of them was not supposed to be a rental. It was a home I lived in, and then we had one that we bought that was supposed to be a cash machine. And at the end of the year, when I was getting everything together for my accountant, I went in and I looked at the bottom line number and I thought, how can this be possible? The one that wasn't supposed to produce any kind of cash outperformed the one that was supposed to produce cash. And why? Because of repairs and maintenance, tenant profile, turnover, this kind of thing. While one of them had a rougher tenant profile and we saw turnover and cost associated with it, the other one had a nice family that just stayed put and they didn't break the house, they didn't wear it out. I think I paid $70 to get a piece on the hot water tank fixed. So not all about cash flow. Think about that when you're moving forward on your next investment.